Hi everybody, my name is Kevin Richardson. Some of you may know me as the Lion Whisperer, and I'm coming to you from the KR Wildlife Sanctuary, which is the sanctuary where I house my lions, which is just northeast of Pretoria in South Africa. Many of you might not be aware that lions are actually drastically threatened, and numbers have dropped from in the region of 300,000 less than a century ago to, some would say, in the region of 15,000 today. This means if they carry on at the rate of decline that they are currently in, we won't have lions in the next 20 years, which is going to be quite something, considering that the lion represents the king of the jungle and the king of beasts, and is an iconic symbol the world throughout. Over the years I've done a lot to try and create awareness of the plight of lions through doing various television shows, documentaries. We do educational tours with kids around the world just to try and get them interested in wildlife. But never before have I been involved with a project whereby it's crossed over into the art world, and so aptly named Art of the Pride. Very excited to be part of this project and to have partnered up with Suzanne, who quite clearly has a passion, as I do, for wildlife, but especially lions. So what are the main threats of lions? Well, there are quite a few. But starting out, trophy hunting, habitat loss is a big one, and human-wildlife conflict. And that obviously goes hand in hand with habitat loss, with an ever-exploding human population and an ever-increasing competition for resources and land. Coupled to that is obviously things like disease. In the captive world, it's a different story, because lion numbers are ever increasing, but very few of these individuals are able to generate or contribute to conservation. There's a phenomenon known as canned lion hunting, whereby facilities, commercial facilities, breed lions, and they breed them to be petted by the unsuspecting paying public, and then that goes on to phenomenons like walking with lions, where people can actually walk with lions in the region of a year to a year and a half years of age. But once the lion's value as a commodity for tourist attraction is finished, then it gets shipped off to a more sinister kind of practice known as the actual canned hunt, whereby these lions go off to facilities where people can pay large sums of money to come over and hunt them for their trophy, for their skins. And there's a new thing that's crept up over the past couple of years, the lion bone trade. Very similar vein to what's happening with the rhino. So as you can see, lions are under ever increasing pressure from humans, and things like Art of the Pride, projects like Art of the Pride, are so important to get people support to understand the dilemmas that lions actually face, both in captivity and in the wild. And I think with Suzanne on board and reaching into this new market, and her ability to obviously see what I do and now capture it on canvas, is going to be fantastic for people to be able to buy a piece of that, but also contribute to a very, very good cause. So we can only hope and pray that people who watch this or partake in coming to see the beautiful pieces that Suzanne's created, we can only hope that it fares well, and that we can utilize all that funding for a good cause, which is ultimately to save the king of beasts.